I was zooming on White Nancy.
Give us a history lesson on White Nancy.
This is White Nancy. It's called White Nancy because that was the horse that built it.
Built it with its own.
Yeah.
It's a dog. It's a doggy.
Hi guys, and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. Well, technically it's the second because like 5 years ago in 2021 I filmed a YouTube video on my first ever prep and I uploaded it to YouTube but never publicly. Maybe I'll upload that, but it's all really bad. It's not a good YouTube video. So welcome to the first one. The reason I'm doing this is because it's my New Year's resolution is to film a YouTube video. I just feel like on Instagram I don't really like talking on my stories, but I do like talking in general, so maybe I'll like talking on YouTube. I'll give it a go and then see. Also, like, I feel like everyone on Instagram is like, no New Year's resolutions, just doing more of the same. Well, I like a New Year's resolution, scrap that, like, they're fun. It's good to start the new year with like a goal, I think. So my goal is to post this on YouTube, so yes. I'm gonna film like a little day in the life. I'm gonna film our leg session and then come back, do a bit of work. Finn's got a podcast and then we're gonna go to the Cube, which was Finn's Christmas present to me, so I'm very excited. Although I thought the Cube was just like a game, a bit like an escape room, but apparently it used to be a TV show, so we've been watching that this morning in preparation. This is the outfit of the day, which is a Teveo Timeless Pro bra and the joggers in a size medium, and then I've got the contrast line shorts on in a size medium as well, in the green. So this is what we're going to wear to train layers, although I'll probably have about 10 more layers on. Just making my intro, which is 34 grams of carb, or 36 grams today, and then 18 grams of Hydro EAA. If you want to get this, then go on HR Labs and use code MEG15. We are driving to AW, which is like near where I live and where I usually train. So like the last, how many months, like 3 months since I've been home, I've been doing like most of my week sessions at AW and then most of my weekend sessions at TPC, because I usually be at Finn's. But today is a Saturday and we're training legs at AW. I've got pendulum and hip press and obviously a few other things. What have you got?
I think I'm going to do the hack and the Arsenal leg press, but I'm going to see how I get on.
But yeah, AW is like the gym that I've always trained at for like literally I think like 4 years now, maybe 5 years, since the end of my first prep. I first went there. My mum took me because she lives like near, well she doesn't anymore, she lives in Spain, but she lived like near AW. She took me to AW and that's when I first met Emily and Alex, who own it. But yeah, if you're ever like just outside of Manchester, it is quite a bit outside of Manchester, but if you're ever like near Manchester, then definitely go because it is amazing. Like, it is a good gym. Hello.
We've just been speaking about you.
We've just been speaking about you. I've been blowing smoke up your ass and how good your gym is.
Keep doing that, thank you.
We've arrived. It is really good. This is Emily, who owns AW, with her husband.
Hello. What are you trying to do?
Legs.
Oh, if you'd been in like literally 2 hours ago, we could have trained together.
Well,
lazy.
Yeah, I don't get up till 11:30, guys. Hello guys, it is now Wednesday, so I filmed all these clips on Saturday. It was my Saturday leg session, but I just haven't had a chance to get round to like editing them and doing a bit of a voiceover of the training clips, so I'm just going to go through them and do a bit of a voiceover now. Pre-workout currently is Proven because I usually train in the week, I usually train in the evening, so I just have Proven because it's non-stim. And I really like it. Like it's probably the best non-stim I've ever used. Like most non-stims I've used in the past have been like quite pump focused, whereas this one, like, yes, it gives you a good pump, but it also is like more of a performance pre. Really good focus in your sessions, like good endurance. Like I do definitely notice a difference taking it, so would definitely recommend if you've not used Proven. And the flavours are really nice. Because I was training a little bit earlier on Saturday, I also took defib as well, so a bit of stim in there. Started this lower session with abductor and then adductor. I always start my leg days or lower days with a hip like adduction or abduction. The reason being is I just feel so much better going into the rest of my session. Like my hips feel better, I feel better from like a stability standpoint of view. With the abductor here, I'm sitting on 2 blocks just to sit my hips a little bit higher because I run this twice, so I have this on both my lower sessions. The other one I have it a bit more glute max focused. On this one I want it a little bit more upper glute focused, hence sitting a little bit higher. And really I'm just trying to get like a pump on this, to be honest. Like yes, I'm trying to take it to failure, but the main thing is just getting a bit of activation in my glutes and getting some blood flow to the glutes and just warming up my hips really, and then going into the adductor. So I've got 2 sets here. First set is a heavier set, 8 to 10 reps. Basically full stack this because it's a pretty light machine. Most adductors are pretty light. It's pretty much the only gym in the machine that I think I'll ever be able to full stack. But yeah, 8 to 10 reps here, and then to a higher rep range for the back off, so around 15 reps. Main cues here are just pulling myself into the seat, making sure I'm not putting too much force through my feet on the peg, maximising the drive from my inner thigh. Next up we have the seated hamstring curl. So seat belt on this just to really pull my hips into the seat for as much stability as possible. Would recommend this to like anyone doing a seated hamstring curl. It feels so much better. Like the engagement and like the recruitment that I get through my hamstrings is so much better with a seat belt. So yeah, seat belt on this, and just 2 sets on this. Really thinking about driving my feet kind of down into the floor and then dragging them towards me, so I'm staying on my hamstrings throughout and controlling that change of direction where my hamstrings are short and not just flinging it in and then letting it bounce back out. Then next, going into the pendulum. So usually I would do a leg extension before pendulum, just to kind of warm up my knee joints, to be honest, and just get a little bit of blood flow to my quads. But today we just decided to do leg extension at the end and go straight into pendulum, and it felt pretty decent. My top set, I think I overshot it a little bit just because I was trying to match weight that I was doing before I was ill, and I'm still kind of getting back up to that strength post illness. So my top set was a little bit overshot, didn't feel too great, but the back off felt much better, much more control there. And yeah, generally get a lot out of this movement, like it does feel good. And seated hip press, so again, seat belting into this. If in doubt, just bang a seat belt on any leg movement because it feels so much better. But especially on this, because I'm just trying to get as much knee flexion on this as possible just to make it really quad bias. So seat belt on this. I do like this machine, but it's just quite heavy in the mid to short end range. Whereas if I'm at TPC, they have like the 2 pegs, so we'll load it on the top peg, so the resistance profile is just a little bit better. So I just prefer the one at TPC a little bit more to this, but still get quite a bit out of this movement, and it feels good. Onto the machine kickback, which I haven't used since before I went to Australia. So the last time I used this was a few years ago. So using this again today in this session. Don't know whether I'll keep it in. I just wanted to try it and see how it felt. It felt pretty good, to be honest, but I think generally I get more out of a cable kickback than I did from this. So probably won't keep it in, but it felt good for what it was. And then finally going into a leg extension, and we were a bit short for time at this point because Finn had to get back for his podcast. So we basically just did a rest pause set on this, super quick, just to get like as much out of it as we could in the very minimal time that we had.
Come on, let's go.
Hello guys, so I'm back from training legs and I'm just making my post-workout, which is a packet of pineapple from Aldi, which is 300 grams of pineapple, and then 100 grams of Cocoa Pops. And 40 grams of whey. When I was in Australia, I wasn't having Cocoa Pops because, fun fact, they taste horrific in Australia. Like all the chocolate there tastes really weird, including Cocoa Pops, which are obviously like chocolate coated. So I haven't had Cocoa Pops post-workout for a while. Yeah, I do like them in when food is high just because they're easy to like obviously eat. For my whey, I use AJF, which, like, quality wise is so good, and I like the taste. I get the peanut salted caramel flavour, which is very nice, but Finn doesn't like it. I like it, I rate it like highly, but Finn is not a fan. But yeah, AJF, which is like really good quality. Definitely notice a difference in terms of how well this digests compared to like Perform. So yeah, AJF, Cocoa Pops and pineapple for post-workout. And then later on we're going to play the cube, so I will keep you updated.
So far so good. 5 games in. I've let Meg do all the one-player games and she's failed both. But I'm not really that competitive, so I don't mind. Like, it doesn't really matter. We're about to do replicate. We've got our tactics down. We're just waiting.
Let me put the illegal light on. We've just finished playing the cube and we lost.
Who lost?
I lost first because there was like, how many games? 6, 7 games. We're watching the darts.
How many?
Now.
That's got to stay. Keep it in. There was 7 games.
There was 7 games, and there was 2 of the 7 were solo ones, and one of them was like called Apex.
Why
we had
do
to
you
throw
do both solo ones?
I don't
and
know.
You lost them both.
One of them was called Apex. You had to throw a ball into this like tube, and I lost that one. And then one of them was called Locate, and you had to locate. Oh, sorry. You had to locate this cube blindfolded, and I lost that one too. So we lost. Yeah, but it was good. Would recommend. We're gonna go again, and definitely going to 4 because like we were against 2 randomers. Who were lovely. Yeah, they were nice. They were from Scotland.
But yeah, going to 4. Although
And
I'd rather
they
have
were
gone
like
with them than Reasons Tonight.
they were like 10 pints deep each, and they still beat us.
They were just
They
lying.
were. He was pissed. And they still beat us.
They beat you. I won all of my games.
No, you knocked over the block in that first one.
That was a blank card.
Yeah. So collectively we were awful.
No. I was average.
And I was below average.
But it was fun.
But it was good. We had fun. And now we're rushing back to watch the. I really love darts, guys.
No, don't pretend you don't. That's like saying that like sarcastically. You actually do.
No, I do like the darts.
More than me now.
I'm Luke Littler's biggest fan. Lovely night at the Cube. Thank you very much. That was a very good Christmas present. And now Finn's driving us home. So yeah, that was my Saturday of training and the Cube. I hope you enjoyed this first YouTube video. I think the next one should be a little bit better. Like, I'm still getting used to just picking up the camera and recording stuff, and also just speaking to a camera is a little bit weird. Hopefully you enjoyed this first one, and thank you for watching.